Exploring Theories on Unidentified Flying Objects, UFOs. Introduction. Unidentified flying objects, UFOs, have long captured the imagination of the public, sparking speculation and debate about their origins and nature. While some attribute UFO sightings to extraterrestrial visitors, others propose more terrestrial explanations, ranging from natural phenomena to advanced military technologies. This report delves into various theories on what UFOs might be, examining a range of hypotheses to shed light on this enduring enigma. Extraterrestrial Hypothesis, ETH. The extraterrestrial hypothesis suggests that UFOs are spacecraft piloted by intelligent beings from other planets or galaxies. Proponents of this theory argue that the vastness of the universe makes it statistically likely that other civilizations exist, some of which may have developed advanced technology capable of interstellar travel. Evidence supporting the ETH includes eyewitness accounts of close encounters, purported alien abductions, and alleged government cover-ups of UFO-related information. Advanced military aircraft. Another widely discussed theory posits that UFO sightings can be attributed to experimental or classified military aircraft, including stealth aircraft, drones, or hypersonic vehicles. Proponents argue that governments may intentionally obscure information about these aircraft to maintain technological superiority or to test public reactions to unconventional aerial phenomena. Natural phenomena. Some UFO sightings may be attributed to natural phenomena or atmospheric anomalies that are not yet fully understood. These include ball lightning, atmospheric reflections, mirages, or rare meteorological events. While these explanations can account for some sightings, they do not explain all reported UFO encounters, particularly those involving structured craft exhibiting complex maneuvers. Psychological and perceptual factors. Psychological and perceptual factors may contribute to UFO sightings, including misinterpretation of ordinary objects or events, optical illusions, and suggestibility. Some researchers suggest that cultural influences, media portrayals, and cognitive biases may also play a role in shaping individuals' perceptions of unidentified aerial phenomena. Additionally, sleep disorders, hallucinations, and altered states of consciousness may contribute to reports of UFO encounters, particularly in cases of alien abduction experiences. Experimental technologies. Advancements in experimental technologies, such as unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, high-altitude balloons, or research drones, may account for some UFO sightings. These technologies, whether developed by private corporations, academic institutions, or government agencies, could explain sightings of anomalous aerial objects displaying unconventional flight characteristics. However, the secrecy surrounding certain research programs may contribute to public speculation and uncertainty regarding the true nature of these objects, future humans, and interdimensional life. Speculation also exists about the possibility of UFOs being linked to future human civilizations or interdimensional beings. Some theories suggest that advanced descendants of humanity, having mastered time travel or interdimensional travel, may be responsible for certain UFO sightings. Others propose the existence of parallel universes or alternate dimensions inhabited by beings capable of traversing between realities, manifesting as unidentified aerial phenomena in our world. Religious interpretations. In religious contexts, UFO sightings have been interpreted through various lenses, including divine visitations, angelic beings, or even demonic manifestations. Some believers view UFOs as vehicles of spiritual enlightenment, or as manifestations of extraterrestrial beings tasked with guiding or judging humanity. Alternatively, theories such as the soul farm concept suggest that UFO occupants are harvesting souls or manipulating human consciousness for unknown purposes, reflecting eschatological beliefs and apocalyptic narratives. Satanic and occult groups. In addition to conventional theories surrounding UFOs, other beliefs often intersect with occult and esoteric interpretations of unidentified aerial phenomena. Some researchers propose that certain UFO sightings are linked to secret societies, satanic cults, or occult groups engaging in rituals involving extraterrestrial entities or interdimensional beings. These theories posit that these groups harness UFO phenomena for nefarious purposes, including ritualistic ceremonies, spiritual manipulation, or dark agendas hidden from public scrutiny. Proponents of these theories point to alleged connections between UFO sightings and locations associated with occult practices, such as ancient sites, ley lines, or areas with reported paranormal activity. Additionally, accounts of individuals claiming to have encountered UFOs during occult rituals or encounters with demonic entities fuel speculation about the involvement of dark forces in UFO phenomena. Breakaway Nazi civilization theory. Another theory surrounding UFOs posits that they are associated with a breakaway Nazi civilization that allegedly established secret bases in remote regions of the world, such as Antarctica or South America, following World War II. According to this theory, high-ranking Nazi officials, scientists, and engineers purportedly fled Germany before the end of the war and continued their technological research and development in hidden enclaves. Proponents of the breakaway Nazi civilization theory point to historical accounts of Nazi expeditions to Antarctica and rumored sightings of advanced aircraft resembling UFOs in the region. They suggest that these sightings may be linked to secret Nazi aerospace projects, such as the alleged development of flying saucer-like prototypes known as Foo Fighters or 𝗧𝗿𝗱𝗱𝗶𝗴𝗲. Supporters of this theory argue that Nazi scientists, including figures like Wernher von Braun, who later played key roles in the American space program, may have contributed to the development of advanced aerospace technologies that could explain certain UFO sightings. They speculate that the breakaway Nazi civilization, if it exists, may possess highly advanced aircraft capable of evading detection and exhibiting seemingly otherworldly flight characteristics. Military and intelligence psychological operations (PSYOPs). In addition to conventional and other theories surrounding UFOs, there exists speculation about the potential involvement of military and intelligence agencies in orchestrating UFO sightings as psychological operations for mind control purposes. According to this theory, certain UFO encounters may be fabricated or staged by clandestine organizations to manipulate public perception, instill fear, or divert attention from classified military activities. Proponents of this theory point to historical instances of military involvement in psychological warfare and propaganda campaigns, such as Operation Mockingbird and Project 𝗬𝗚𝗎𝗆, as evidence of the government's capacity for deception and manipulation. They argue that the technological capabilities of modern military and intelligence agencies enable them to simulate or hoax UFO phenomena using advanced aircraft, drones, and other high-tech equipment. The objective of such PSYOPs operations may vary, ranging from testing public reactions to simulated extraterrestrial encounters to distracting from covert military operations or technological developments. By exploiting the public's fascination with UFOs and the unknown, military and intelligence agencies could leverage UFO sightings as tools for shaping public opinion, sowing confusion, or fostering a sense of vulnerability. Synthesis of theories. In the vast and enigmatic realm of unidentified flying objects, the diversity of theories proposed to explain their nature and origin reflects the complexity of the phenomenon. While each theory offers its own perspective, it is conceivable that elements of multiple theories may coexist, contributing to the multifaceted nature of UFO encounters. The possibility that all theories may hold some degree of truth arises from the inherent complexity of the universe and the diversity of potential phenomena that could manifest as UFO sightings. From extraterrestrial visitors to experimental military aircraft, from interdimensional beings to psychological operations, each theory represents a different facet of the UFO phenomenon, offering unique insights into its mysteries. Consider, for example, the notion that UFO sightings could be attributed to advanced military technologies developed through secretive research programs. While this theory may explain certain sightings, it does not preclude the possibility of genuine encounters with extraterrestrial or interdimensional entities. Similarly, the concept of UFOs as manifestations of psychological operations or religious interpretations does not discount the existence of genuine anomalous aerial phenomena. Moreover, the breakaway Nazi civilization theory adds another layer of complexity to the UFO phenomenon, suggesting that historical events and clandestine operations may have contributed to the development of advanced aerospace technologies. The synthesis of multiple theories offers a holistic framework for understanding UFO encounters, acknowledging the diversity of potential explanations while embracing the complexity of the unknown. Rather than viewing theories as mutually exclusive, we can adopt a more inclusive approach that recognizes the multifaceted nature of the UFO phenomenon. Ultimately, the quest to unravel the truth behind UFO sightings requires an interdisciplinary approach, drawing upon insights from science, history, ancient and modern religions, secret societies, the occult, psychology, and philosophy. Conclusion. The exploration of UFO phenomena encompasses a spectrum of theories, from scientifically grounded hypotheses to beliefs rooted in occult lore and esoteric traditions. While mainstream scientific inquiry focuses on empirical evidence and rational explanations, other interpretations reflect diverse cultural, religious, and philosophical perspectives on the mysteries of the cosmos. As humanity continues to grapple with the enigma of UFOs, the intersection of scientific inquiry, alternative beliefs, and occult speculation adds layers of complexity to the ongoing quest for understanding and enlightenment. The intersection of UFO lore with military psyops adds a layer of complexity to the study of unidentified aerial phenomena, blurring the line between genuine sightings and manufactured illusions. As researchers continue to explore the mysteries of UFOs, discerning between authentic phenomena and orchestrated deceptions remains a challenge in the quest for truth and understanding. Occam's razor, also known as the law of parsimony, is a principle used in problem-solving and philosophy. It suggests that when multiple explanations or hypotheses are available to explain a phenomenon, the simplest one is usually the correct one. In other words, the explanation that requires the fewest assumptions is typically the most likely to be true. The Five Eyes is an intelligence alliance comprising 5 English-speaking countries: the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Established during the Cold War, the Five Eyes partners collaborate on signals intelligence, SIGINT, gathering, analysis, and sharing. They exchange information on a wide range of security and intelligence matters, including counterterrorism, cybersecurity, military capabilities, and geopolitical developments. The Five Eyes Alliance is characterized by close cooperation, mutual trust, and the sharing of intelligence resources and capabilities among member countries. Understanding the structure of British intelligence. Introduction. British intelligence, renowned for its storied history and operational prowess, comprises a complex network of agencies and organizations tasked with safeguarding national security interests, gathering intelligence, and countering threats both at home and abroad. From the venerable Secret Intelligence Service, MI6, to the domestic-focused Security Service, MI5, and a host of specialized units, the structure of British intelligence reflects a multifaceted approach to addressing diverse security challenges. This report provides an in-depth exploration of the organizational framework, functions, and roles of key intelligence agencies within the United Kingdom, shedding light on their contributions to national security and international collaboration. The Secret Intelligence Service MI6. MI6, also known as the Secret Intelligence Service, serves as the United Kingdom's principal foreign intelligence agency. Tasked with gathering intelligence from abroad, conducting espionage operations, and providing strategic assessments to policymakers, MI6 operates globally to protect British interests and advance national security objectives. With a focus on human intelligence, HUMINT, collection, covert operations, and clandestine diplomacy, MI6 plays a critical role in shaping British foreign policy and countering threats posed by hostile states, terrorist organizations, and other adversaries. The Security Service MI5. MI5, or the Security Service, is responsible for domestic security and counterintelligence within the United Kingdom. Charged with protecting the country against terrorism, espionage, and other threats to national security, MI5 conducts investigations, surveillance operations, and intelligence analysis to identify and disrupt threats posed by extremist groups, foreign agents, and subversive elements. MI5 works closely with law enforcement agencies, government departments, and international partners to safeguard British citizens and institutions from harm. Government Communications Headquarters, GCHQ. GCHQ serves as the United Kingdom's Signals Intelligence, SIGINT, agency, responsible for intercepting, decrypting, and analyzing communications data from around the world. Specializing in electronic surveillance, cyber intelligence, and cryptography, GCHQ plays a vital role in detecting and countering cyber threats, supporting military operations, and gathering foreign intelligence to inform national security decision-making. As a key member of the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, GCHQ collaborates closely with counterparts from the United States, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand to share intelligence and address shared security challenges. Defense Intelligence (DI). Defense Intelligence (DI) serves as the principal military intelligence organization within the Ministry of Defense (MOD). DI is responsible for collecting, analyzing, and disseminating intelligence on military threats, capabilities, and developments worldwide. It provides strategic assessments, operational intelligence, and tactical support to inform defense policy, military planning, and operational decision-making. DI encompasses specialized units focused on geospatial analysis, imagery interpretation, signals intelligence, SIGINT, human intelligence, HUMINT, and open-source intelligence, OSINT. Defense Intelligence Fusion Center (DIFC). The Defense Intelligence Fusion Center (DIFC) serves as the focal point for integrating and synthesizing intelligence from diverse sources to produce comprehensive intelligence products for military commanders and policymakers. DIFC facilitates the fusion of intelligence from DI, Joint Forces Command, JFC, and other defense intelligence entities to provide situational awareness, threat assessments, and operational intelligence support to military operations and planning efforts. Joint Forces Intelligence Group, JFIG. The Joint Forces Intelligence Group, JFIG, is responsible for providing intelligence support to joint military operations conducted by the UK's armed forces. JFIG coordinates intelligence collection, analysis, and dissemination across multiple military services to support operational commanders in achieving mission objectives. It conducts intelligence fusion, target development, and operational planning to enhance situational understanding and enable effective decision-making in complex operational environments. Army Intelligence Corps, INTCORps. The Army Intelligence Corps, INTCORps, is the Army's dedicated intelligence branch responsible for conducting intelligence operations, surveillance, and reconnaissance to support land-based military operations. INTCORps personnel specialize in collecting and analyzing intelligence from various sources, including human intelligence, HUMINT, signals intelligence, SIGINT, and imagery intelligence, IMINT, to provide commanders with timely and accurate intelligence assessments. Royal Navy Intelligence Branch. The Royal Navy Intelligence Branch is responsible for providing intelligence support to naval operations and maritime security missions. Naval intelligence specialists gather and analyze information related to maritime threats, naval capabilities, and maritime domain awareness to support naval commanders in safeguarding UK interests at sea and projecting power in maritime theaters of operation. Royal Air Force Intelligence Branch. The Royal Air Force Intelligence Branch is tasked with providing intelligence support to air and space operations conducted by the Royal Air Force, RAF. RAF intelligence personnel collect, analyze, and disseminate intelligence on aerial threats, aerospace capabilities, and airspace dynamics to support air combat, reconnaissance, and air mobility missions. They also contribute to joint intelligence efforts and collaborate with other military and civilian intelligence agencies. Special Reconnaissance Regiment (SRR). The Special Reconnaissance Regiment (SRR) is a specialized unit within the British Army tasked with conducting covert reconnaissance and surveillance operations in support of UK special forces and intelligence agencies. SRR operators are trained to gather intelligence in high-threat environments, conduct sensitive reconnaissance missions, and provide actionable intelligence to support counterterrorism, counterinsurgency, and special operations. These military intelligence units, along with their civilian counterparts within the intelligence community, play a vital role in protecting the UK's national security, defending against threats, and supporting military operations at home and abroad. Through their efforts in intelligence collection, analysis, and dissemination, these units contribute to enhancing the UK's situational awareness, strategic advantage, and operational effectiveness in an increasingly complex and dynamic security environment. In addition to the core intelligence agencies mentioned above, The United Kingdom is home to a variety of specialized units and organizations focused on niche areas of intelligence and security. These included the National Crime Agency, NCA, established in 2013, is the UK's lead law enforcement agency in the fight against serious and organized crime. With a mandate to tackle a wide range of criminal activities, including drug trafficking, human trafficking, cybercrime, and economic crime, the NCA employs intelligence-led policing strategies to disrupt criminal networks and protect the public from harm. The Joint Terrorism Analysis Centre, JTC, serves as the UK's independent body responsible for assessing and monitoring the terrorist threat level in the country. Comprising representatives from intelligence, law enforcement, and government agencies, JTC analyzes intelligence and evaluates the risk posed by terrorist groups and individuals, providing timely assessments to inform security measures and response efforts. JTRIG, Joint Threat Research Intelligence Group. JTRIG is a covert unit within GCHQ tasked with conducting online intelligence operations, cyber influence operations, and psychological operations to counter threats to national security and advance British interests. TRIG employs a range of tactics, including cyber deception, social media manipulation, and propaganda dissemination, to influence target audiences, disrupt adversary networks, and gather intelligence on cyber threats and extremist groups. The Security Services Counterterrorism Command, SO-15, a specialized unit within MI5, is dedicated to combating terrorism and extremist threats within the UK. Tasked with investigating terrorist plots, identifying radicalized individuals, and disrupting extremist networks, SO-15 works closely with law enforcement agencies and community partners to prevent terrorist attacks and safeguard national security. Special Branch. Special Branch is a branch of British law enforcement agencies, including the Metropolitan Police Service and other regional police forces, dedicated to counterterrorism, national security, and intelligence gathering. Special Branch officers conduct surveillance, monitor extremist groups, and investigate threats to public safety, including terrorist plots and organized crime. Special Branch works closely with MI5 and other intelligence agencies to coordinate counterterrorism efforts and protect critical infrastructure. Conclusion. The structure of British intelligence is characterized by a diverse array of agencies, organizations, and specialized units working together to protect national security interests, gather intelligence, and counter threats in an increasingly complex and interconnected world. Through collaboration, innovation, and adaptability, these intelligence entities play a vital role in safeguarding the United Kingdom and advancing its strategic objectives on the global stage. As threats evolve and new challenges emerge, the resilience and effectiveness of British intelligence will remain essential in ensuring the security and well-being of the nation and its citizens. America's 18 intelligence agencies. The United States boasts a complex network of intelligence agencies, each with its own unique mandate, jurisdiction, and capabilities. These agencies play a role in safeguarding national security, conducting foreign intelligence operations, and providing policymakers with critical information to inform decision-making. Here is an overview of America's 18 intelligence agencies. Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. The CIA is perhaps the most well-known intelligence agency and is responsible for collecting, analyzing, and disseminating intelligence gathered from around the world. It conducts covert operations, counterintelligence activities, and provides intelligence assessments to policymakers. National Security Agency, NSA. The NSA is tasked with signals intelligence, SIGINT, and information assurance, responsible for intercepting and analyzing foreign communications and securing U.S. government communications and information systems. Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA. The DIA is the primary military intelligence agency, providing intelligence support to the Department of Defense and the Joint Chiefs of Staff. It collects and analyzes intelligence related to military threats, capabilities, and intentions. Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. While primarily a law enforcement agency, the FBI also has a significant intelligence function, including counterterrorism, counterintelligence, and cyber intelligence operations. It investigates threats to national security and conducts intelligence-led operations. Department of Homeland Security (DHS). The DHS is responsible for protecting the United States from various threats, including terrorism, cybersecurity attacks, and natural disasters. Its Intelligence and Analysis Division gathers and disseminates intelligence to support homeland security efforts. National Geospatial Intelligence Agency (NGA). The NGA provides geospatial intelligence (GEOINT), utilizing satellite imagery and other sources to produce maps, charts, and geospatial products for military and civilian applications. National Reconnaissance Office (NRO). The NRO designs, builds, and operates reconnaissance satellites to gather intelligence and support national security objectives. It provides critical imagery and signals intelligence to policymakers and military commanders. Office of Naval Intelligence (ONI). The ONI is the principal maritime intelligence agency, providing intelligence support to the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps. It collects and analyzes information related to naval threats, capabilities, and operations. Air Force Intelligence, Surveillance, and Reconnaissance (AFISR). The AFISR conducts intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance operations to support air and space operations, providing vital intelligence to air and space forces. Army Intelligence and Security Command (INSCOM). INSCOM is the Army's intelligence organization, responsible for collecting, analyzing, and disseminating intelligence to support Army operations worldwide. Coast Guard Intelligence (CGI). The CGI collects and analyzes intelligence to support Coast Guard operations, including maritime law enforcement, search and rescue, and homeland security missions. Marine Corps Intelligence Activity (MCIA). The MCIA provides intelligence support to the U.S. Marine Corps, collecting and analyzing information to support Marine Corps operations and decision-making. Department of Energy (DOE). The DOE has intelligence functions related to nuclear proliferation, energy security, and critical infrastructure protection. It gathers and analyzes intelligence to inform energy policy and protect national security interests. Department of State Bureau of Intelligence and Research (INR). INR provides intelligence analysis to the State Department, focusing on foreign policy and diplomatic issues. It produces intelligence assessments to support diplomatic negotiations and decision-making. Department of the Treasury Office of Intelligence and Analysis (OIA). The OIA supports the Treasury Department's efforts to combat financial crimes, terrorism financing, and economic threats. It collects and analyzes intelligence related to financial markets, illicit finance, and sanctions evasion. Drug Enforcement Administration Office of National Security Intelligence (DA/ONSI). The DA/ONSI gathers intelligence on drug trafficking organizations and drug-related threats to national security. It supports DA operations and provides intelligence to law enforcement partners. Department of Commerce Office of Intelligence and Security (DOC/OIS). The DOC/OIS conducts intelligence analysis related to economic security, trade policy, and export controls. It supports the Commerce Department's efforts to protect U.S. economic interests and promote international trade. United States Space Force (USSF). Established as a separate branch of the U.S. Armed Forces in December 2019, the USSF is responsible for organizing, training, and equipping space forces to protect U.S. and allied interests in space. While not traditionally classified as an intelligence agency, the USSF conducts space-based intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance (ISR) missions to gather critical information on potential threats to U.S. space assets and national security interests. As space becomes increasingly contested and congested, the USSF plays a crucial role in monitoring space activities, analyzing space-related threats, and ensuring the freedom of action in space for the United States and its allies. Each of these intelligence agencies plays a vital role in protecting national security, conducting foreign intelligence operations, and supporting U.S. government decision-making across a wide range of domains. Through collaboration and coordination, they work together to address complex threats and challenges facing the United States in the modern era. Understanding the structure of Canadian intelligence services. Introduction. Canadian intelligence services play a vital role in safeguarding national security, protecting Canadian interests, and countering various threats at home and abroad. This report provides an overview of the structure, functions, and roles of Canadian intelligence organizations, encompassing both military and civilian agencies. Canadian Intelligence Agencies. Canadian Security Intelligence Service, CSIS. CSIS is Canada's primary civilian intelligence agency, responsible for conducting intelligence operations within the country. CSIS focuses on counterterrorism, counterintelligence, and countering threats to national security. It gathers intelligence through surveillance, investigations, and analysis to identify and mitigate security risks. CSIS operates under the authority of the Canadian government and reports to the Minister of Public Safety and Emergency Preparedness. Communications Security Establishment, CSE. CSE is Canada's Signals Intelligence Agency, responsible for intercepting, analyzing, and protecting electronic communications. CSE conducts signals intelligence, SIGINT, operations to gather foreign intelligence, monitor cyber threats, and support national security objectives. It also plays a critical role in safeguarding Canadian government communications and critical infrastructure from cyber attacks. Canadian Forces Intelligence Command (CFINTCOM). CFINTCOM is the military intelligence branch of the Canadian Armed Forces (CAF), tasked with providing intelligence support to military operations, strategic planning, and decision-making. CFINTCOM conducts intelligence collection, analysis, and dissemination to support CAF missions at home and abroad. It collaborates with allied intelligence agencies and participates in multinational intelligence sharing efforts. Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, National Security Program. The RCMP's National Security Program focuses on preventing and investigating terrorism, espionage, and other national security threats within Canada. It works closely with CSIS and other law enforcement agencies to identify, disrupt, and prosecute individuals or groups involved in security-related offenses. The RCMP plays a critical role in protecting Canadian borders, critical infrastructure, and public safety. Integrated National Security Enforcement Teams, INSETs. INSETs are multi-agency law enforcement units focused on investigating and disrupting terrorism-related activities and threats in Canada. Comprising personnel from CSIS, RCMP, and other law enforcement agencies, INSETs conduct joint investigations, surveillance operations, and intelligence gathering to address terrorist threats and protect public safety. Canadian Border Services Agency, CBSA, Intelligence. CBSA maintains an intelligence division focused on border security, immigration enforcement, and customs investigations. It collects and analyzes intelligence related to cross-border threats, smuggling, and immigration violations to protect Canada's borders and ensure compliance with customs and immigration laws. CBSA Intelligence collaborates with CSIS, RCMP, and other agencies to address security risks. Transportation Security Intelligence Service (TSIS). TSIS is responsible for assessing threats to Canada's transportation systems, including aviation, maritime, and rail networks. It collects and analyzes intelligence on potential security risks, terrorist threats, and criminal activities affecting the transportation sector. TSIS works with government departments, transportation stakeholders, and international partners to enhance the security of Canada's transportation infrastructure. Financial Transactions and Reports Analysis Centre of Canada, FINTRAC. FINTRAC is Canada's financial intelligence unit responsible for detecting and preventing money laundering, terrorist financing, and other financial crimes. It analyzes financial transactions and reports from financial institutions to identify suspicious activities, trends, and networks associated with illicit financing. FINTRAC provides intelligence to law enforcement and regulatory agencies to support investigations and enforcement actions. Intelligence Coordination and Oversight. National Security and Intelligence Committee of Parliamentarians, NSICOP. NSICOP is an independent oversight body tasked with reviewing the activities of Canadian intelligence agencies and ensuring compliance with laws, policies, and ethical standards. NSICOP provides parliamentary oversight of national security and intelligence matters, conducts reviews and investigations, and reports findings to the Canadian Government and Parliament. Integrated Terrorism Assessment Centre (ITC). ITAC is a collaborative intelligence center that brings together representatives from SAIS, RCMP, CSE, and other Canadian security agencies to assess terrorism threats and provide timely intelligence analysis and assessments. ITAC facilitates information sharing, joint analysis, and coordination of counterterrorism efforts across government departments and agencies. Office of the National Security and Intelligence Advisor, ONSI. ONSI provides strategic advice and guidance to the Prime Minister and the Privy Council on national security and intelligence matters. It coordinates interdepartmental efforts, develops national security policies, and ensures coherence in Canada's intelligence activities. ONSI serves as the principal advisor to the government on intelligence-related issues and fosters collaboration among Canadian intelligence agencies and international partners. Canadian Security Intelligence Review Committee, SIRC. SIRC is an independent oversight agency responsible for reviewing the activities of SIS and ensuring compliance with legal and policy standards. It conducts comprehensive reviews, investigations, and audits of SIS operations, handling of intelligence, and adherence to legal authorities and mandates. SIRC reports findings and recommendations to the Canadian Government and Parliament to ensure accountability and transparency in intelligence operations. Conclusion. The structure of Canadian intelligence services comprises a diverse array of agencies and organizations, both civilian and military, working collaboratively to protect national security, counter threats, and uphold Canadian interests. From SIS's focus on domestic intelligence to CSE's signals intelligence capabilities and CVIDCOM's military intelligence support, Canadian intelligence agencies play critical roles in safeguarding the country and its citizens. Effective coordination, oversight, and collaboration among these agencies are essential for addressing evolving security challenges and ensuring the safety and security of Canada. A brief overview of Australian intelligence agencies. Introduction. Australia's intelligence community is a vital component of its national security apparatus, encompassing a diverse range of military and civilian agencies tasked with safeguarding the country from various threats. This report provides a brief examination of Australian intelligence agencies, including their roles, functions, and contributions to national security. Australian Security Intelligence Organisation, ASIO. ASIO is Australia's primary domestic intelligence agency responsible for counterterrorism, counterespionage, and counterintelligence. It conducts investigations, surveillance, and intelligence gathering to identify and mitigate threats to national security posed by terrorism, foreign espionage, and sabotage activities within Australia. ASIO operates under the Attorney General's Department and collaborates with law enforcement agencies and international partners to address security challenges. Australian Secret Intelligence Service (ASIS). ASIS is Australia's foreign intelligence agency tasked with collecting intelligence from overseas sources to support national security and foreign policy objectives. It conducts clandestine operations, intelligence gathering, and covert activities to obtain information on foreign governments, organizations, and individuals of interest. ASIS operates under the jurisdiction of the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade and works closely with allied intelligence agencies to gather intelligence on global threats. Australian Signals Directorate (ASD). ASD is Australia's signals intelligence agency responsible for intercepting, analyzing, and exploiting foreign communications and electronic signals. It conducts signals intelligence (SIGINT) operations to support defense and national security priorities, including monitoring global threats, cybersecurity, and intelligence gathering. ASD operates under the Department of Defense and collaborates with domestic and international partners to enhance Australia's intelligence capabilities. Defence Intelligence Organisation (DIO). DIO is Australia's military intelligence agency responsible for providing intelligence support to the Australian Defence Force (ADF) and national security policymakers. It conducts intelligence analysis, assessments, and strategic forecasting to support defense planning, military operations, and force protection. DIO collects and analyzes intelligence on regional security threats, military capabilities, and geopolitical developments to inform defense policy and decision-making. Australian Geospatial Intelligence Organisation (AGO). AGO is Australia's geospatial intelligence agency responsible for collecting, analysing, and disseminating geospatial information to support defence, national security, and disaster response efforts. It utilizes satellite imagery, remote sensing, and geospatial analysis to provide situational awareness, intelligence support, and mapping services to government agencies, military forces, and emergency responders. AGO operates under the Department of Defense and contributes to a range of security and humanitarian missions. Office of National Intelligence (ONI). ONI serves as the coordinating body for Australia's national intelligence community, responsible for strategic intelligence assessment, coordination, and policy development. It provides intelligence analysis, assessments, and advice to government policymakers, security agencies, and defense officials to inform national security decision-making. ONI facilitates information sharing, collaboration, and interoperability among intelligence agencies to address emerging threats and challenges. Australian Federal Police (AFP) Intelligence. AFP maintains an intelligence division focused on gathering, analysing, and disseminating criminal intelligence to support law enforcement operations, investigations, and border security efforts. AFP Intelligence collaborates with 𝗧𝗍𝗶𝗁𝗱𝗏 and other agencies to address transnational crime, terrorism, organised crime, and cyber threats affecting Australia's security and public safety. Australian Transaction Reports and Analysis Centre (AUSTRAC). AUSTRAC is Australia's financial intelligence unit responsible for detecting and preventing money laundering, terrorist financing, and other financial crimes. It analyzes financial transactions and reports from financial institutions to identify suspicious activities, illicit networks, and emerging threats to Australia's financial system. AUSTRAC supports law enforcement investigations, regulatory compliance, and international efforts to combat financial crime and terrorism financing. Australian Criminal Intelligence Commission (ACIC). ASIC is Australia's national criminal intelligence agency responsible for coordinating intelligence efforts to combat serious and organised crime. It conducts intelligence analysis, information sharing, and joint operations with law enforcement agencies to disrupt criminal networks, drug trafficking, money laundering, and cybercrime. ASIC collaborates with federal, state, and territory partners to enhance Australia's capabilities in addressing complex criminal threats. Australian Defence Force Investigative Service (ADFIS). ADFIS is the investigative arm of the Australian Defence Force responsible for conducting inquiries, investigations, and criminal intelligence analysis within the military context. It investigates offences, misconduct, and security breaches involving ADF personnel, equipment, and operations. ADFIS supports military law enforcement, disciplinary proceedings, and counterintelligence activities to maintain discipline and integrity within the armed forces. Australian Border Force (ABF) Intelligence. ABF maintains an intelligence division focused on gathering, analysing, and disseminating intelligence related to border security, immigration, customs enforcement, and maritime operations. ABF intelligence supports efforts to detect and disrupt people smuggling, drug trafficking, illicit trade, and other border-related threats. It collaborates with domestic and international partners to enhance border security and protect Australia's borders and ports of entry. Australian Defence Intelligence Group (DIG). DIG is an integrated intelligence organisation within the Department of Defence responsible for providing strategic intelligence support to defence policy, planning, and operations. It comprises various defence intelligence units, including the Defence Intelligence Organization, DIO, Defence Imagery and Geospatial Organization, DIGO, and Defence Signals Directorate, DSD. DIG conducts intelligence analysis, assessments, and reporting to inform defence decision-making and support military missions. Australian Cybersecurity Centre, ACSC. ACSC is Australia's national cybersecurity agency responsible for protecting government networks, critical infrastructure, and private sector organizations from cyber threats. It coordinates cybersecurity efforts, threat intelligence sharing, and incident response activities to enhance Australia's cyber resilience and mitigate cyber risks. 𝗧𝗿𝗱𝗶𝗁𝗱 collaborates with ASD, law enforcement agencies, and industry partners to promote cyber awareness, education, and best practices. Financial Intelligence Unit Australian Taxation Office, 𝗖𝗆𝗱𝗱𝗱𝗏. 𝗖𝗆𝗱𝗱𝗏 is the financial intelligence unit operated by the Australian Taxation Office, responsible for analysing financial data and intelligence to combat tax evasion, fraud, and financial crimes. It conducts analysis of financial transactions, tax records, and international money flows to identify tax avoidance schemes, money laundering activities, and illicit financial networks. 𝗖𝗆𝗱𝗱𝗏 supports tax enforcement, regulatory compliance, and cross-border investigations to uphold tax integrity and revenue collection. Australian Defence Imagery and Geospatial Organisation (DIGO). DIGO is Australia's geospatial intelligence agency responsible for acquiring, analysing, and disseminating geospatial information to support defence and national security objectives. It collects and interprets imagery, maps, and geospatial data to provide intelligence support for military operations, strategic planning, and situational awareness. DIGO collaborates with ASD, AGO, and other intelligence agencies to leverage geospatial intelligence for defense and security applications. National Intelligence Coordination Committee, NICC. NICC is an interagency coordination body responsible for overseeing intelligence coordination, collaboration, and policy development across the Australian intelligence community. It facilitates information sharing, joint initiatives, and strategic alignment among intelligence agencies to address national security priorities and emerging threats. NICC serves as a forum for intelligence leaders to exchange views, coordinate activities, and promote integration within the intelligence community. Conclusion: Australia's intelligence community comprises a network of military and civilian agencies dedicated to protecting the country from diverse security threats. From counterterrorism and counterespionage to cybersecurity and geospatial intelligence, these agencies play a crucial role in safeguarding Australia's national interests, promoting regional stability, and upholding democratic values. Through collaboration, innovation, and effective intelligence gathering and analysis, Australia remains vigilant in addressing evolving security challenges and preserving its sovereignty and prosperity. Understanding New Zealand's intelligence landscape. Introduction. New Zealand's intelligence apparatus comprises a range of military and civilian agencies tasked with protecting national security, countering threats, and advancing the country's strategic interests. This report provides an overview of New Zealand's intelligence structure, encompassing both military and civilian organizations, and explores their roles, responsibilities, and contributions to safeguarding the nation. Government Communications Security Bureau, GCSB. The Government Communications Security Bureau is New Zealand's primary signals intelligence, SIGINT, and cybersecurity agency responsible for collecting foreign intelligence, protecting critical infrastructure, and countering cyber threats. GCSB conducts intelligence operations, cryptanalysis, and cyber defense activities to safeguard New Zealand's communications networks, information systems, and national security interests. It collaborates with domestic and international partners to enhance cyber resilience, detect cyber intrusions, and respond to emerging cyber threats. New Zealand Security Intelligence Service, NZSIS. The New Zealand Security Intelligence Service is the country's domestic intelligence agency responsible for counterterrorism, counterintelligence, and national security investigations. NZSIS conducts intelligence collection, analysis, and assessment to identify and mitigate threats posed by terrorism, espionage, foreign interference, and extremist ideologies. It collaborates with law enforcement agencies, government departments, and international partners to protect New Zealand's sovereignty, democratic institutions, and societal cohesion. New Zealand Defence Force Intelligence Branch, NZDFIB. The New Zealand Defence Force Intelligence Branch is the military intelligence arm of the New Zealand Defence Force responsible for providing intelligence support to military operations, strategic planning, and defense decision-making. 𝗬𝗍𝗶𝗁𝗶𝗴𝗲 conducts intelligence collection, analysis, and dissemination to support military missions, contingency planning, and situational awareness. It specializes in human intelligence, HUMINT, geospatial intelligence, GEOINT, and operational intelligence, OPINTAL, to enhance the 𝗬𝗍𝗶𝗁𝗱's operational effectiveness and combat capabilities. National Assessments Bureau, NAB. The National Assessments Bureau serves as New Zealand's national intelligence assessment and coordination agency responsible for providing strategic intelligence analysis, threat assessments, and policy advice to government decision-makers. NAB conducts research, scenario planning, and risk assessments to inform national security policies, strategic planning, and crisis response. It collaborates with GCSB, NZSIS, 𝗬𝗍𝗶𝗁𝗱, and other government agencies to produce comprehensive intelligence products and support informed decision-making at the highest levels. New Zealand Police National Security Group, NSG. The New Zealand Police National Security Group is tasked with combating terrorism, violent extremism, and transnational crime threats within New Zealand. NSG conducts intelligence-led policing, investigations, and operations to disrupt terrorist plots, dismantle criminal networks, and prevent harm to the public. It works closely with NZSIS, GCSB, and international law enforcement partners to address emerging security challenges and protect New Zealand's communities from internal threats. Customs Intelligence and Targeting Team, CITT. The Customs Intelligence and Targeting Team is responsible for securing New Zealand's borders, preventing illicit trade, and detecting threats posed by organized crime, smuggling, and terrorism. CITT conducts intelligence analysis, risk profiling, and targeted enforcement actions to intercept contraband, prohibited goods, and potential security threats at ports of entry. It collaborates with other intelligence agencies, law enforcement bodies, and international partners to enhance border security and safeguard New Zealand's trade and travel interests. New Zealand Customs Service Intelligence Unit. The New Zealand Customs Service Intelligence Unit focuses on intelligence gathering, analysis, and dissemination to support customs operations, border security, and international trade enforcement. It collects intelligence on smuggling, illicit trade, and transnational criminal organizations to facilitate targeted inspections, interdictions, and investigations at ports of entry. The unit collaborates with law enforcement agencies, government departments, and international partners to combat cross-border crime and safeguard New Zealand's economic interests. Financial Intelligence Unit, FIU. The Financial Intelligence Unit is responsible for detecting and combating money laundering, terrorist financing, and other financial crimes within New Zealand. It collects, analyzes, and disseminates financial intelligence to regulatory authorities, law enforcement agencies, and international partners to disrupt illicit financial flows and dismantle criminal networks. The FIU collaborates with banks, financial institutions, and government agencies to enhance financial transparency, integrity, and compliance with anti-money laundering regulations. National Cyber Security Centre, NCSC. The National Cyber Security Centre is New Zealand's central authority for cybersecurity coordination, incident response, and threat mitigation. It provides guidance, advice, and technical assistance to government agencies, critical infrastructure operators, and private sector organizations to enhance cyber resilience and protect against cyber threats. NCSC monitors cyber incidents, conducts threat assessments, and coordinates national cybersecurity initiatives to safeguard New Zealand's digital infrastructure and information assets. External Assessment Bureau, EAB. The External Assessment Bureau conducts strategic intelligence analysis, geopolitical assessments, and foreign policy research to support New Zealand's international relations and diplomatic engagements. It provides insights into global trends, regional dynamics, and emerging threats to inform foreign policy decision-making, international negotiations, and diplomatic initiatives. EAB collaborates with government departments, intelligence agencies, and academic institutions to produce objective assessments and policy recommendations on international security issues. National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, Intelligence Section. The National Emergency Management Agency's Intelligence Section focuses on intelligence collection, analysis, and dissemination to support disaster preparedness, response, and recovery efforts in New Zealand. It gathers information on natural hazards, technological risks, and human-induced disasters to assess vulnerabilities, develop contingency plans, and coordinate emergency response operations. The Intelligence Section collaborates with local authorities, emergency services, and community organizations to enhance national resilience and mitigate the impact of emergencies on society. Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, MFAT, Intelligence Division. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade's Intelligence Division conducts political, economic, and diplomatic intelligence analysis to support New Zealand's foreign policy objectives and international engagements. It provides situational awareness, risk assessments, and policy advice on global developments, regional trends, and bilateral relations to inform diplomatic decision-making and strategic planning. The Intelligence Division collaborates with diplomatic missions, international organizations, and intelligence partners to advance New Zealand's interests and promote international cooperation. Conclusion. New Zealand's intelligence structure comprises a network of military and civilian agencies dedicated to protecting national security, countering threats, and promoting the country's strategic interests. From signals intelligence and cybersecurity to domestic counterterrorism and border security, these agencies play vital roles in safeguarding New Zealand's sovereignty, democratic institutions, and societal well-being. Through collaboration, intelligence sharing, and effective coordination, New Zealand remains vigilant in addressing evolving security challenges and upholding its commitment to national resilience and prosperity. The landscape of Israeli intelligence, a brief overview. Introduction. The realm of Israeli intelligence is a multifaceted landscape comprised of various agencies and partnerships dedicated to safeguarding national security interests, countering threats, and promoting strategic objectives. At the forefront stands Mossad, Israel's renowned intelligence agency, renowned for its clandestine operations, counterterrorism efforts, and global reach. Supported by specialized units such as Metzeda, Shin Bet Amman, and Unit 8200, Mossad operates in tandem with other intelligence agencies, both domestic and international, to maintain a vigilant watch over Israel's security landscape. Beyond its borders, Israel engages in strategic alliances with key intelligence partners such as the United States, the United Kingdom, France, and others, fostering collaboration in areas ranging from counterterrorism to cybersecurity. This report provides a brief examination of Israel's intelligence apparatus, shedding light on its structure, capabilities, and partnerships. Mossad, Institute for Intelligence and Special Operations. Mossad, Israel's premier intelligence agency, is responsible for conducting covert operations, gathering foreign intelligence, and carrying out counterterrorism missions. Established in 1949, Mossad operates globally to gather information on adversaries, thwart terrorist threats, and promote Israeli interests. Its activities include espionage, sabotage, clandestine diplomacy, and targeted assassinations. Mossad operates with considerable autonomy under the Prime Minister's office and maintains close cooperation with other Israeli intelligence agencies and foreign counterparts. The Institute for Intelligence and Special Operations Metzeda. Metzeda is a covert intelligence unit within the Mossad that specializes in counterterrorism, sabotage, and targeted assassinations. It conducts high-risk operations against terrorist organizations and enemy targets to disrupt threats to Israeli security. Shin Bet, Israel's security agency. Shin Bet, also known as the Israel Security Agency, focuses on internal security and counterterrorism within Israel and the Palestinian territories. Established in 1949, Shin Bet is tasked with preventing terrorist attacks, combating espionage, and dismantling extremist networks. Shin Bet employs a combination of intelligence gathering, surveillance, and interrogation techniques to thwart threats posed by militant groups, such as Hamas and Hezbollah, and address domestic security challenges. It operates under the jurisdiction of the Prime Minister's office and works closely with the Israeli military and law enforcement agencies. Amman Military Intelligence Directorate. Amman, Israel's Military Intelligence Directorate, serves as the primary military intelligence agency responsible for collecting and analyzing intelligence related to external threats, military capabilities, and geopolitical developments. Amman monitors neighboring countries, tracks regional adversaries, and provides strategic assessments to Israeli policymakers and military commanders. Its intelligence-gathering activities encompass satellite surveillance, signal intelligence, SIGINT, and human intelligence, HUMINT, operations. Amman plays a critical role in supporting Israeli military operations and shaping national security policies. Unit 8200, Israeli Intelligence Corps. Unit 8200, part of the Israeli Intelligence Corps, specializes in signals intelligence, SIGINT, cyber warfare, and electronic surveillance. Established in the 1950s, Unit 8200 is responsible for intercepting communications, monitoring cyber threats, and conducting offensive cyber operations against adversaries. It is considered one of the most elite and technologically advanced intelligence units in the world, playing a crucial role in defending Israel against cyber attacks and gathering intelligence on regional adversaries, terrorist organizations, and hostile actors. 𝗧𝗏𝗱𝗶𝗁𝗍𝗏, Mossad for Immigration and Absorption. 𝗧𝗏𝗱𝗶𝗁𝗍𝗏, also known as Mossad for Immigration and Absorption, focuses on facilitating the immigration and resettlement of Jewish communities from around the world to Israel. Established in the 1950s, 𝗧𝗏𝗱𝗶𝗁𝗍𝗏 coordinates with Jewish organizations, communities, and individuals to promote Aliyah, Jewish immigration, and assist new immigrants with integration, housing, employment, and social services. It plays a pivotal role in strengthening Israel's demographic and cultural diversity through the ingathering of exiled Jewish populations. 𝗧𝗿𝗱𝗶𝗁𝗱𝗏 𝗧𝗿𝗱𝗱𝗃 is Israel's national crime-fighting unit, responsible for investigating organized crime, financial fraud, and corruption. While not primarily an intelligence agency, 𝗧𝗿𝗱𝗱𝗃 collaborates with other intelligence agencies and law enforcement bodies to combat criminal threats. Native, Liaison Bureau. Native is responsible for clandestine operations related to Jewish communities in countries with restricted Jewish emigration policies. It facilitates covert contacts, intelligence gathering, and support for Jewish communities facing persecution or discrimination. The Israel National Cyber Directorate, INCD. INCD coordinates Israel's cybersecurity efforts, including threat analysis, incident response, and strategic planning. It collaborates with intelligence agencies, government ministries, and private sector partners to enhance Israel's cyber defense capabilities. Israeli intelligence agencies' cooperation with other intelligence services. Israel's intelligence landscape extends beyond its domestic agencies, encompassing partnerships with foreign intelligence services and international organizations. While Mossad, Shin Bet, Amman, Unit 8200, and 𝗧𝗏𝗱𝗶𝗁𝗍𝗏 are integral components of Israel's intelligence apparatus, collaboration with external partners enhances Israel's capabilities in areas such as counterterrorism, cybersecurity, and diplomatic intelligence. Here are some additional intelligence agencies and partnerships relevant to Israel's security environment. National Security Agency, NSA, United States. The NSA, the United States Signals Intelligence Agency, maintains a close relationship with Israeli intelligence counterparts, sharing intelligence, technology, and expertise in signals intelligence, SIGINT, and cybersecurity. Collaboration between the NSA and Israeli agencies, including Unit 8200, facilitates information exchange and joint efforts to combat global cyber threats, monitor terrorist activities, and enhance mutual security interests. Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, United States. The CIA, America's premier intelligence agency, collaborates with Israeli intelligence agencies on various intelligence matters, including counterterrorism, counterproliferation, and regional security issues. The CIA's partnership with Mossad and other Israeli agencies strengthens intelligence sharing, enhances operational capabilities, and fosters strategic alignment between the United States and Israel in addressing common threats and challenges. MI6, United Kingdom. Mi-6. The British Secret Intelligence Service maintains liaison relationships with Israeli intelligence agencies, facilitating intelligence cooperation on Middle East affairs, counterterrorism efforts, and global security challenges. Mi-6 collaboration with Mossad and other Israeli counterparts contributes to intelligence sharing, joint operations, and diplomatic initiatives aimed at promoting regional stability and countering common threats to British and Israeli interests. DGSE France? The General Directorate for External Security, DGSE, France's Foreign Intelligence Service, engages in intelligence cooperation with Israeli counterparts, particularly on counterterrorism, cybersecurity, and Middle East geopolitics. DGSE's partnership with Mossad and Israeli military intelligence enhances information exchange, joint analysis, and operational coordination to address shared security concerns and promote stability in the Mediterranean region and beyond. FSB Russia. The Federal Security Service, FSB, of the Russian Federation maintains limited intelligence cooperation with Israeli agencies on specific issues of mutual interest, such as counterterrorism and intelligence sharing related to regional conflicts. While Russia's relationship with Israel is complex due to geopolitical factors and competing interests, intelligence channels between the FSB and Israeli counterparts facilitate dialogue and cooperation on select security matters. GRU Russia? The main intelligence directorate, GRU, of the Russian Federation engages in limited intelligence cooperation with Israeli counterparts on select issues of mutual interest, such as counterterrorism and intelligence sharing related to regional conflicts. While Russia's relationship with Israel is complex due to geopolitical factors, intelligence channels between the GRU and Israeli agencies facilitate dialogue and occasional cooperation in areas of common concern. BND, Germany. The Federal Intelligence Service, BND, of Germany maintains intelligence cooperation with Israeli counterparts, focusing on counterterrorism, cybersecurity, and Middle East geopolitics. Collaboration between the BND and Israeli agencies such as Mossad and Alman enhances information exchange, joint analysis, and operational coordination to address shared security challenges and promote stability in the region. ASIS, Australia. The Australian Secret Intelligence Service, ASIS, collaborates with Israeli intelligence agencies on various intelligence matters, including counterterrorism, cybersecurity, and defense cooperation. ASIS's partnership with Mossad and other Israeli counterparts facilitates intelligence sharing, joint operations, and strategic alignment between Australia and Israel in addressing common threats and promoting regional security interests. SIS, Canada. The Canadian Security Intelligence Service, SIS, engages in intelligence cooperation with Israeli agencies, particularly on counterterrorism efforts, cybersecurity, and global security challenges. Collaboration between SIS and Israeli counterparts contributes to information sharing, joint analysis, and operational coordination to address shared threats and promote mutual security objectives. MSS, China. The Ministry of State Security (MSS) of the People's Republic of China maintains limited intelligence interactions with Israeli agencies on specific issues, including counterterrorism, cybersecurity, and economic intelligence. While China's relationship with Israel is primarily focused on economic and technological cooperation, intelligence channels between the MSS and Israeli counterparts facilitate dialogue and occasional cooperation on security matters. RAW, India. The Research and Analysis Wing, RAW, of India engages in intelligence cooperation with Israeli agencies on counterterrorism, cybersecurity, and defense collaboration. RAW's partnership with Mossad and other Israeli counterparts contributes to intelligence sharing, joint operations, and diplomatic initiatives aimed at addressing shared security challenges and promoting bilateral relations between India and Israel. Inter-Services Intelligence, ISI, Pakistan. The Inter-Services Intelligence Agency of Pakistan, while traditionally adversarial to Israeli interests, occasionally engages in back-channel communications or indirect cooperation with Israeli intelligence agencies on issues such as counterterrorism and regional stability. However, the nature of intelligence interactions between Israel and Pakistan remains sensitive and subject to geopolitical dynamics in South Asia and the Middle East. Conclusion. The landscape of Israeli intelligence is marked by complexity, innovation, and strategic collaboration. As a vital component of Israel's national security architecture, Mossad, along with its counterparts such as Shin Bet Amman and Unit 8200, plays a pivotal role in safeguarding the nation against diverse threats and challenges. Through strategic partnerships with key allies and engagement with international intelligence agencies, Israel strengthens its intelligence capabilities, enhances its situational awareness, and promotes shared security interests on the global stage. As threats evolve and geopolitical dynamics shift, the continued adaptability, innovation, and cooperation within Israel's intelligence community will remain essential in safeguarding the nation's security and advancing its strategic objectives in an ever-changing world. If you think that all of these intelligence-gathering organizations exist, and hundreds, if not thousands more, who work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, gathering intelligence, plus other organizations such as NASA, and they don't fully understand what UFOs are, then I have a used car I want to sell you. If you do believe that all of these intelligence-gathering organizations don't know the truth, then you're naive and being manipulated.